What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I haven't posted in a minute, and I'm so sorry. Life has been a little hectic for me. I had to kind of regroup, get my energy right, get my mind together. I don't want to do readings when I'm not feeling it and when I'm not in the right space and energy to give these messages. So I just wanted to take care of myself and make sure I was right. But we're going to get right into it, y'all. This reading is dedicated to the energy frequency of our planet, right? Earth. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Schumann resonance, but it is the frequency of Earth. I believe it's also like the frequency of nature. And in the last couple days, it's been on a weird like pattern. A lot of people are creating theories saying that, you know, the Earth's frequency is moving into a higher vibration. So what that basically means is that the frequency is changing, and we're energy as well. We're all made up of energy, so that affects our frequency as well. So I just really wanted to do this reading to see where are you going in terms of your frequency, your energy, your timeline. What are you projecting right now based upon the frequency of where you're at right now, right? Or where you're projecting to be. Because even right now, you could be at a low frequency, but maybe there's some things that you need to get through, and you're wanting to be on a higher frequency. So I hope you want to be on a higher frequency. You guys, please go check out Dolores Cannon. She talks about New Earth and how the Earth is basically going to split up into two different vibrations. And one of those vibrations will be of lower frequency and the other one will be of higher frequency. So it's really a choice, right? Happiness is a choice. So it's really a time of judgment. That's why they talk about biblical times, and this is my opinion, but when they speak of biblical times, Judgment Day, it really talks about the vibration and the energy that you're in. You know, are you going to choose happiness? Or, you know, it's a state of mind, it's a state of being. So luckily we are humans and we can transcend consciousness, and we can also transcend the 3D, right? You know, through meditation and then so many other spiritual practices. So we're going to look into that today. I'm really excited for this reading. I actually want to see if there's any messages that come up for me, because I do read for myself, but every time I do a reading for the collective, I always get a little bit of a message that correlates to my life. So let's get right into it, y'all. I did meditate and cleanse the energy. Let me know in the comments, you guys, if you guys would be interested in doing like a sound bowl cleansing before I start the read. I know for some people it really helps, but I just do things off camera just to save myself uploading time. So we'll see. But there is no pick a card today. We're just going to be doing a straight channeling read. I'm going to use some cards to see the energy of where the collective is going, which is you guys. I might resonate with you, I might not, but please take what really truly resonates to your soul. If it's not something that is along your frequency, if it's not something that you are manifesting for yourself, then leave it right here, okay? Don't worry yourself about certain things. But let's get into it. So, collective, what timeline are you shifting to? Okay, let's look at that. What timeline are you guys shifting to right now? I'm using the Moonology Oracle deck to see here. Collective, what timeline are you shifting to right now? Oh, got some cards. I'm not going to take all of them. Let's see. Okay, so something wanted to come out. A time to give rather than take. So we have new moon in Virgo. This card gives me very like Venus vibes And the reason why I say that is it's a beautiful woman. She's giving the aura energy of green, which green is the heart chakra. It's a very healing energy. And new moons are supposed to bring in like a fresh new start, right? I truly feel, collective, that you are entering a timeline of harmony, like of beauty. Okay, so it's not just like beauty on the outside, it's really seeing oneself as beautiful on the inside. You're truly delving in to what makes you beautiful inside, your energy, it's like I'm getting the feeling of unconditional love. So the timeline that you're moving in, you're really discovering unconditional love for yourself and for the things around you. I feel a heavy emphasis on nature. A lot of you are going to go back to nature, meaning like maybe you want to garden, or maybe you want to go hiking, or maybe you just want to, like go for nature walks or hug a tree. I really feel like this timeline shift and the change of frequency for you is pushing you towards nature. Nature is literally calling you in, and it's saying, hey, connect with me, connect with the frequency of nature around you. A lot of you too might be deciding to get new pets, or you might be deciding to study animals more. I do see someone like studying birds or looking at birds more carefully. But you also have surrender to the divine. And I love this card because when they say surrender to the divine, it's like allowing yourself to be free. This is a very liberating card because when you allow yourself to be free, you're getting rid of all the expectations that you put on yourself, right? When we put expectations on ourselves, it's often met with like, a certain standard, like I should be this way, or I should be doing this, and I expected myself to be here by now. Like, it relieves you of all that stress and tension that you put on yourself by just allowing yourself to just be free. Whatever you don't know, whatever you're stressed out about, you can surrender that to God. You can surrender that to the divine and allow things to just simply be. And that's the awakening of this high frequency that you're going to be on. Okay, if that makes sense, you guys. I really do feel like freeing yourself from these standards and expectations allows you to surrender more. And this is what basically allows that new energy flow to really come in. I love that. Let's get one more card. Let's see here. We have a fiery climax approaches. Yes. Full moon in Aries. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of high frequency careers. Okay? And just bear with me, I'll explain it as best as I can. High frequency careers meaning things that really not just put you on like a higher energy frequency, meaning like you really love what you do, but you're also, because you love what you do and the energy that you put into what you're doing, it also raises the frequency of humanity. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, am I making sense with that? I'm seeing non-profit charities. I'm also seeing like some sort of like donation or giveaway. I feel like what you do is basically allowing you to give more. You're giving back more. See, so this is actually interesting because it says a time to give rather than take. What you do far as how you show up in the world for your career, right? not even a career, like just what you do on a daily basis. It could even be outside of your like 9 to 5 or what you choose to do for work. But it's like something that you really identify with. Like, this is my role, you know? It allows you to actually give back, okay? So I'm gonna give more examples to make sense with this. If you're like a entrepreneur, maybe you can give back in giving away things to loyal customers, right? Or if you're like a nonprofit, right? You're doing the charity work in bigger ways. You're getting more people to volunteer, which allows you to allocate more resources. It's like things are expanding in which you can give more, okay? And because you're putting that good vibration into what you're doing, it's expanding on itself, okay? The energy of our planet is just supporting that so heavily that it's creating more abundance and more energy into what you're doing, and it allows you to give even more without you ever feeling depleted. I want to add that in there. You do not feel depleted. Things are not being depleted in a way where you have to constantly like make up for it. No, there's like a plethora of abundance. So it could even be someone's giving more time. I do see someone, maybe like you're a therapist or a counselor, and you get to do some sort of like charity where you can talk to people and you can give more of your time to maybe people who can't afford some type of insurance or can't afford your services normally. I see a lot of things just being from the heart center, and that's what expands this to grow even more, okay? I also do feel too that if you're giving from your heart center, it basically multiplies the abundance for you. So that could be in resources, which could be money, that could be in more time. It just allows a lot more to come in, okay? So it's beautiful. But at the bottom of the deck, you got emotions are running high. The timeline you are shifting into, collective, there's a lot of things that are gonna come up, but I feel like it's coming up because like it needed a place to go to where it didn't have it before, okay? So, oh, it's kind of making me emotional. So for example, like maybe you were never recognized for the things that truly made you proud. Maybe you never had like people that were truly like proud of you in your close circle, and now you're in this timeline, you're being recognized for the things that you're doing, and it just makes your heart feel so overwhelmed, but it's in a good way. It makes you feel so overwhelmed to just be like noticed and recognized, and you know, like people are proud of you, and it really allows you to be in this emotion I think that you were so closed off from. Also, I'm getting for some people too. I saw a video on TikTok. I watch TikTok a lot. It's my guilty vice. But there was a girl, she was talking about how she never received a hug. And I felt so bad because I said, damn, you know, I don't think I've ever been in a position in my life where I've never had a hug before, and I felt for her listening to her video. But she was just saying that, oh, confirmation, hey, she was just saying that to not ever have a hug was just like the saddest thing for her, and she just feels this eternal emptiness and loneliness from not even having any type of physical connection with anyone in her life. Like no pets, no grandparents, no parents, like no friend. Like she has friends, but it was like a hug of like, I love you. She's never had that. And I thought to myself in that moment when I watched it, I said, I'm gonna make sure that I hug the people I love, at least more than what I'm comfortable with and what I'm used to, because I'm not really someone that's so comfortable with physical affection. I give it to my younger siblings, but when it comes to everyone else in my family, it's just like it's very foreign to me and weird to me. I think it's just because it doesn't happen regularly. I don't really get hugs from like my mom and like my grandmother, things like that. So it's just, I don't want to say it's weird, but it's different. I'm not used to it. So I think a way I compensate with that is just showing my younger siblings and my younger cousins that I love them, that I try to hug them as much as I can. So yeah, I really felt for her when she said that. And I think for you guys, this timeline that you're coming into, you're feeling emotions that have been buried deep, okay? So I'm getting deep loneliness, feelings of inadequacy, feelings of not being accepted, being rejected. All those things are coming to the forefront because in this timeline, you're actually receiving those things. You're actually being exposed to those energies and to those frequencies because you're changing your vibration. With you changing your vibration, it's putting you in a whole different wavelength, right? You're going through a different wavelength. And in this wavelength of time and space, you are essentially attracting those emotions and experiences that you've had a hard time getting or feeling in your past timeline, okay? And I find that to just be like, I find that to be beautiful. That's the word I want to say, like beautiful. It's truly inspiring, and I get choked up to see someone cry who hasn't really allowed themselves to cry. You can truly feel it, and you can see it in them, that they've been holding back from it. Okay, I talked about that. Let's go into the tarot, you guys. It's already 17 minutes in, so let's move into it. Here, I'm worried about time. So in your new timeline, even though I'm worried about the time, your new timeline, you're not going to worry about time as much. So you're actually going to be doing the opposite of what I'm doing. But you're not going to be worried about time as much. I think in this new timeline, you're going to really see time as a concept. You're going to really understand that time is what you make of it. Embrace the present and focus on the things that are important to you. And when you get to them, you'll get to them. That's what I'm feeling, okay? For some of you. For others of you, I do feel like there is something with time being very precious or sacred to you. So some of you could be like looking at time like, I don't have much left. But I think when you raise your vibration, you'll realize that time doesn't exist, okay? Time just doesn't exist. It doesn't. It's truly a concept. Time is not linear. Time happens in cycles. The time in which we know it, we have 365 days, a calendar, a clock, and it's very linear. The timing and the timeline of what you're going, you understand that time is not linear. You understand that it maybe happens in cycles. That you are an eternal spiritual being having a human experience. So you're not too worried about the timing here, okay? Some of you are, though. I feel like the few that I'm talking about that are worried about the time, you're worried about the time because things are just so precious and great, and it seems like the energy is just so vibrant and beautiful. You don't want to miss out on anything, but don't worry about it. I'm hearing Spirit to say, like, this is what divine timing is, okay? Divine timing is embracing what is already. Just embracing it, not worrying about it, not seeing it fleeting. It's just embracing it. It's divine timing. It's going to happen when it happens for you. There is no end and no beginning, okay? That's what I'm getting in my head. There's no end and no beginning. It just simply is. And that's that space and time in which you can observe it, perceive it, right? All right. Enough of me rambling. Let's get into the details. So in this timeline, right? What are you going to be doing in this timeline? Where is your energy taking you to this timeline? Let's see. We already have the moon. I want to talk about that though. 9 of Pentacles. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. I don't do reversals. We have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Hey, that wheel keeps turning. Yes. Let me get a sip of water. 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. What you're going to be doing, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but I can't reveal all the details because some of it is hidden. Some of it is a secret. And the reason for that being is you're putting yourself at this frequency to get to, okay? But what comes of it is maybe something that you've never imagined, okay? So for me to even talk about it wouldn't even make sense right now. Does that make sense to you guys? I don't know. Sometimes I'd be saying things and I'm like, I hope it connects. I don't even have it connect till later, but hopefully this connects later in the reading, okay? 9 of Pentacles. You are doing what you've always dreamed of, okay? As your highest self. Bear with me. I'm not talking about dreams that you have right now. I'm talking about you. Okay, imagine yourself healed, happy, successful, emotionally fulfilled, right? All those things are checked off. You are at the highest frequency. You are at the highest version of yourself. This is the best potential, ultimate potential for you. What would your dreams be then? You get what I'm saying? Like, what would your dreams be then if you're at your ultimate potential? Some would say I wouldn't even have a dream because it's like I'm at the top. No. Once you're there, it's going to be a whole different set of dreams and goals and aspirations, right? Because now you're at a different vibration, okay? You're at a different frequency. You're vibrating differently than how you were back, when you weren't at that peak. Your dreams are much different than where you are right now. Okay, and not to say where you are right now is a low frequency, but it's different from then. And this is what you're going to get accustomed to. A lot of you guys, your highest time, like the timeline that you're shifting to, has a lot to do with collaboration, has a lot to do with community. There is going to be so many communities popping up. And when I say communities, like, understand, it's not going to be like, oh, red versus blue, liberal versus conservative. Like, no, not those type of communities, not those type of groups. These are going to be communities of people thriving together. Okay? These are going to be communities of people truly coming together to build up humanity. Like, I'm not even exaggerating with you guys. The images and feelings that I'm feeling right now, I see bartering. I see foraging. I see living out in the wilderness. I see building homes for each other. Like, I see literally communities coming together to work on the issues of humanity. Okay, so I'm seeing people coming to build houses for people who don't have homes, and it's a group effort. Everyone's pitching in. Okay, everyone's pitching in. And it's like the people that finally get a home, okay, now they're pitching in to help others. Like, it's like a beautiful domino effect of what's happening with these communities. And it's restoring faith in humanity with this happening. You are a part of it. Okay, collective, there's a lot of you a part of this, and I'm so happy. There's a lot of you that are part of this manifestation, okay? The earth, Mother Gaia, needed people to come together. You felt that need. This was something that was awakened in you before you even got to this vibration. And you're watching it play out, and you're a part of it. Oh my God. It's so crazy. With this Wheel of Fortune, you are going to see the change of timeline. Like, oh my God, this is crazy. You guys are literally going to see the timeline shift in real freaking time. That's why emotions are running high. It's like a supernatural experience. It's like I can't even explain it to you guys. It's like seeing a black hole open right in front of you, but it's like beautiful inside. It's like a new world, and you just step right into it, literally, like seamlessly. This is why the emotions are running high. It's almost unbelievable. And look at what you guys are leaving. Look at this. Look at this. You're leaving war. You're leaving sorrow, heartache, strife, pain. You're leaving that. Remember, look at the first card we got. This is your heart chakra, right? Unconditional love is being awakened, not just to you, but to the masses, right? To the masses. And then look at this. We have the Wheel of Fortune, you leaving this. You shifted out of this. This is beautiful. Oh my God. Okay. Let's get into it. I want to know what is needed to shift to this timeline, because we know where you're going. We know what you're projecting. We know what you're vibrating to. So we also know that you need to free yourself from these expectations and standards of your old vibration, of your old society. We know that you need to free yourself from this to get to this new frequency and timeline. Let's see what else you need to do. What else do you need to do in the physical and the spiritual? We're going to add both the physical and the spiritual to get to this timeline, okay? Let's see. Yeah, Knight of Wands, the World, and Two of Swords. And look, Seven of Wands. Stop being in survival mode. I'm going to say it again. Rid yourself of survival mode. Rid yourself of money woes. Rid yourself of lack mentality, lack mindset. Rid yourself of it. This is what's going to keep you stuck to the old timeline. Rid yourself of it. I know it's easier said than done. Like, trust me, you guys. I am no perfect version. I'm still taking this same advice today and trying my best to apply it. I don't even want to say trying anymore. I'm just going to do. It's not easy. I know it. But the timelines are shifting right now. The energy of Earth, the frequency is splitting, okay? It's happening right in front of our eyes. in order for us to transcend spiritually, physically, we need to let go of this fight or flight mindset. It's keeping us stuck. And I say us because I'm included in that. I'm included in that matrix programming and rat race. I am deprogramming myself as we speak. It's not easy. I know it's not. This is going to be no more in the new timeline. This will not exist in the new timeline. I promise you. I'm talking to someone right here who needs to hear this. It's not going to exist in the new timeline. This whole fearful tactics that they use for the economy and, will I have enough, and putting us in more lack mindset. I've been affected by that too. I know what it feels like. And I'm up against the wall, just like some of you guys. Maybe some people are in worse positions. Maybe some are in greater. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, get out of that mindset. Deprogram yourself. Journal. Meditate. Go out into nature. Give thanks as soon as you wake up. Give thanks to God. Give thanks to your ancestors. This is not a timeline. This is not a frequency of lack. Lack does not exist. That's programmed in us to believe that there is lack. Okay? We have the world and the freaking Knight of Wands. What's needed is for us to step out into the new world, is for you to step out into the new world. Okay? What's needed is for you to take the steps to changing your frequency. It's so interesting because the world card from this tarot deck looks like an atom. Looks like an atom. And if you guys know anything about quantum physics, okay? Shifting and transcending your vibration and your energy. You are deprogramming and elevating your frequency, and you're going higher. Okay? It's vibrating out. You're vibrating so much that it's vibrating out, and then you vibrate into the new timeline. Like I said, I don't know if everyone's gonna believe me. Some of y'all might think I'm crazy. That's okay. I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything. I'm just telling you what I see, and I'm showing you the energy that I have laid out across, right, with the cards. You are going to experience the timeline shift. You're going to experience it. You're going to feel it. You're going to see it. Mainly feel it. But you're going to see a humongous difference in the new timeline you're in. And you're going to have that consciousness from where you were before. And that's how you're going to know that, yeah, I timeline shifted. You're not going to have the old frequency with you, no. You're going to have a brand new frequency, vibrating higher, but you're going to have the consciousness of what was, the wisdom of what was. You get what I'm saying? The wisdom of what was. Not the programming, the wisdom of it. What you had to change. You're going to have that consciousness still, and you're going to move into this new timeline. And you're going to be like, wow, I did it. This is where I belong. Things feel right. I feel like I belong here now. Wow. My throat started hurting. Hold up. I'm just going to get some last cards. From my wisdom deck. Actually, I'm gonna get it from this deck. You guys, wow. I'm kind of in and out of it myself. Like, I feel so happy And I also feel like, wow, like this is really happening. It's kind of surreal to me. That's maybe how you're gonna feel. Like everything is so surreal. Like you just have to kind of just be quiet for a little bit and allow things to come in. But it's like, wow, I'm actually witnessing this timeline shift. You know, it's no more like guessing. You know it, you feel it, you see it. It's a supernatural experience. Some people may even equate it to the coming of Christ. I'm so serious. Some people may feel like, you know, Jesus Christ came down and put you on a new planet. You know, depending on what you believe or what your religion. But I go off of the feelings and the visions that I see. This is a part of my divinity and my gift from God, right? I am an empath. I'm also, I don't know what the word for it is, but when you see visions clearly in pictures, that's what I see. And I'm just trying to paint a picture of that, of what I see through my words, okay? But it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I'm so motivated to work on myself and increase my own frequency and my own energy, because I truly feel that this is a timeline I want to manifest for myself too, okay? So if you guys are reading this, you guys are part of my soul. I mean, if you guys are listening to this, you're part of my soul tribe. You're here with me. You understand the frequency. You understand the energies, okay? Yes, temporary. Be your own peace. Look, be your own peace. What we're going through right now, what they're trying to push on us, all of this is temporary, okay? This life that we live in is impermanent. Embrace impermanence. Be your own peace. It's important for you to be your own peace because they're going to try to cause chaos. And when I say they, I'm talking about the powers that be for this timeline. If you know, you know. Not source power, not God. No. I'm talking about the elitist and the ones that try to play God, okay? They don't want you to be your own peace. They want to cause chaos and fear. Upgrade from that. Download the messages that come from source, that come from your ancestors, and stay with that. Meditate, pray, okay? Believe in yourself. Confidence is needed at this time, yes. Believe in yourself. Believe in your power. Believe in your faith. Not just believe, know, okay? Know your faith. Know your spirituality. Know where you come from. Know who you are, okay? I love what I do, yes. You're going to go to a timeline where you love what you do. And I'm not even like sugarcoating that. Like, oh, you're going to have your bad days. Like, no, you really love what you do. Because it's of high frequency. It's of high energy. It's of your vibration. What you do in the new timeline, your role, who you show up as. And it could be anything. Stay at home mom, a gardener, a mason, a carpenter, it could be a CEO. Whatever you do, you love it because it's within the same frequency as you. It is harmonious to your frequency. Truly. Okay? Pisces. Some of you could be in Pisces, or this could be a time of Pisces is what? They're very adapting and ever changing, but they're also the balance and the spirituality of all the zodiacs, right? Pisces, Pisces is also the fish, the symbolism, the animal, right? And if I'm not mistaken, there is a correlation between Jesus and Pisces, the fish. There's a correlation. I'm not for sure. I'm gonna do my research on it. Maybe I could put something in the description once I do my research on it, but there is something specific to that, but I don't know. Let's get 2 more cards. There's harmony and understanding. Yes. Charity. What was I just talking about? I was just talking about charity, y'all. Giving. That's the timeline we're going into. Giving from the heart, from the soul, without any expectation. Just giving. And that is a high frequency. That's a high vibration. When you're giving from the heart. Absolutely. That's what nature does for us, right? Like, the trees give off oxygen, the plants give us food, and they do it continuously, without a thought, without a hiccup. Every day, all day, 24/7, giving. Okay? Whether we chop down the trees, whether we put chemicals into the air, nature continues to give. And that is the timeline we're going in. We are becoming one with nature. Now it's not just nature that's giving. Now it's humanity that's giving. Okay? That's beautiful. Okay, last card, you guys. There is no limit to your potential. Yes, in this timeline, there is truly no limit to what you can do. There's no limit on how much you can create. There is no limit on your abundance. There is no limit on time. Like, remember again with time, there are no limits here. There is no end. There is no beginning. It just is. I want to see what's underneath here. Oh, that was turning. Follow your heart. Your mind cannot be trusted. Yeah, this is a heart-centered timeline. Your heart chakra. Work on your heart chakra, you guys. Open your heart chakra and really get in tune with unconditional love for yourself and for others. Really get in tune with that, because this is the vibration of the timeline that you're going to be on. Of the planet that you're on, this is the vibration. Okay? So some might call it New Earth. We can call it New Earth. But the vibration of New Earth is all about unconditional love. It is it vibrates purely on the heart chakra, like vibration. Whatever the hertz is to activate or stimulate the heart chakra, like to open it, listen to that. Okay, or do some research on that, because this new earth of where you're going, it resonates heavily with that frequency. Okay, the heart chakra. That's so interesting. Well, that's what I have for you guys. I really hope you liked the reading. I know I was kind of going in and out with certain things. I hope you understand. But until our next video, you guys, be